hello. Welcome to the news. Yeah, welcome to the news. This is the sound for electromagnetic microcurrent. This is the sound of electromagnetic treatments that are used in actual therapy to be able to cure actual injuries. It is called frequency-specific microcurrent. And this little under-the-radar sound is something that you can't actually hear. It's an energy that, in essence, through the purpose of therapeutic energy resilient assistance to be able to help people to be able to recover from injuries, is actually able to be able to repair certain aspects of tissue of the human mechanisms, to be able to repair cells, to be able to develop a energy that is frequency that's non-connected to needing to go below the surface necessarily, but it actually has repairing properties. It's frequency sensory micro connection to the humanity senses, to be able to develop a connection on a smaller scale, to be able to heal injuries, small injuries with frequency-specific microcurrents, and it's working wonders because, in essence, it goes through the skin and it has communication with the cells to be able to develop repairing technologies, and this repairing technology is something that can scale. This is a scalable concept, in essence, and this is something that we want to introduce into today's podcast, more or less, for a way to be able to try to connect with the thing that programs the whole entire world, the whole entire planet, the whole entire global process, which connects every human being on the planet. It's called the global economy. And right now there are different separation parties. These are also like companies, in essence. Every single country in the world is like a different company, and they all have their own currency and such things, and those are different brands. That's different brand energy at the same time. So, in essence, when we're talking about frequency-specific microcurrent, we want to make reference to frequency-specific microcurrent because that is something to be able to try to not only repair injuries, because that's a connective tissue, actual connection frequency, to be able to widen the scope and the spectrum, to be able to use frequency-specific microcurrent to specifically target the global motherboard, the global logic board, looking at the world as like a computer, in essence. The world is a computer. Every single day it has been a computer ever since it's been evolving, and it evolves, and it continues to evolve with technology, and as technology evolves, in essence, the computer evolves. So, but at the same time, ultimately, there is a purpose for the computer to exist to begin with, and that computer's purpose is to be able to redirect the traffic and existence of life as we know it. And so when we reference frequency-specific microcurrents, in essence, we're trying to develop the concept for all humans to be able to be connected through a frequency that is greater than one individual country, that is able to combine all of the countries into one frequency, more or less. It's to basically be able to cleanse the motherboard, cleanse the logic board as a computer, the thing that configurates all of the processes of the global movement of every single day life in the current day state of the way things exist at the present day, because in essence every country has their own processes and operations, and the purpose of being able to merge everyone into a global computer mindset is to be able to have a frequency that flows among all human beings, to be able to have a common element which is able to develop a common currency, a common frequency currency, and that frequency common currency that's based off of this current, the frequency specific microcurrent that connects the actual tissues and the actual flesh of human beings, in essence, by this frequency, which is able to repair. It's a healing frequency to be able to repair hurt injuries underneath the skin, in essence. So by cleansing the world with this frequency-specific microcurrent, it is possible to cleanse the motherboard of the computer that connects all human beings on a global ecosystem process, connecting all countries every single day through a motherboard that configures the conceptual process of continued evolution, in essence, by changing the nature of what humanity can be, and that humanity, frequency energy, can be predicated on health. That is right, meaning the health of all human beings in the world is the new frequency currency, based upon this ability to be able to connect all human beings on the planet from frequency-specific microcurrent, that the frequency of positive health, meaning health and wellness of all human beings on the planet, can be transitioned in the future of currency. Just like the blockchain is connective based upon computers, in the future currency is based upon the health and wellness and well-being of all given human beings that are existing on the planet, because that energy is connected just like computers on the blockchain in essence. So that necessity to be able to develop a chain of health monitoring specific currency, frequency specific microcurrents to be able to connect with the best health optimization process for all human beings on the planet is the optimal optimization process for a global economy. It is the computer that runs the world. It's called a global economy. And when that global economy is running off of the spirits and the souls and the health and the wellness and the best possible wellness for all human beings in the world, meaning that we cut out opulence, we do away with imbalance of societies where different people have a lot more money than other people, because in essence, the essence of life in of itself is the gift. That is the asset. The essence of life itself is the asset. And playing the game of money where we pretend other people are more important than other people, and then other people surround themselves as more important than other people, and then they take away all of the resources that can help all the other human beings in the world. That is not the optimal process and the optimal system to be able to delineate the most efficient energy system, distribution system in the whole globe, called the global economy. But in essence, when we use actual human beings like the blockchain, where every single human being's health, the health of human beings, the health of humanity is tracked in terms of the frequency-specific microcurrent optimization process to be able to get into and cleanse the motherboard. This is the new motherboard system to be able to cleanse the system. So the microcurrency is, in essence, the currency that corresponds to the future currency to be able to connect all human beings in the world, also known as the global philanthropy energy grid, because this connects all human beings' health, the health and wellness, the status of every human being's health is the currency. Every human being needs to be the most healthy and the most optimal and to be looked after the best, because the actual essence of existence, the essence of existence and the health of all human beings is the actual asset. That's the asset energy that helps to pull up and pull forward the nature of love, the nature of asset energy, the nature of progression is by being able to leverage all human beings and the strength of all human beings, not just the strength of a few, but to be able to leverage the unity, the unification of all human beings collectively. So this frequency-specific microcurrent currency, this frequency-specific microcurrency, in essence, is the future for being able to connect all human beings and deconstruct the nature of countries by developing a consistent, ever-growing, ever-present, leveraging the energy of all human beings, the innate energy of all human beings as the most important metric, so that there is not imbalance, and that giving to all human beings to be able to optimize their health and their security and their wellness and have a system that looks after every single human being in the world, especially future forward as we try to optimize all of ourselves and our processes, is the optimal process. And also then, therefore, secondarily, looking after animals to be able to look after humans is also a necessity. So we're giving animals a job. We're giving animals the job to be able to be connected and look after humans. In essence, that is their job. Animals need to have that job so that their job is employment, so that they actually also are validating the currency, this frequency-specific microcurrency, frequency-specific microcurrent that is within animals, also to validate the presence of animals, to validate the presence of well-treating all animals, to be able to complement and better the processes for optimizing human health. And that is the currency for the future, is human health. Human health is the asset, and there is no longer such a thing as currency. Currency causes imbalance. Currency that is monetary energy currency just based off of money, it causes imbalance and it causes waste in society. So the future is now actual medical energy based upon the frequency-specific microcurrent currency. Frequency-specific microcurrency, more or less, is the future of currency, which is pinged directly off of the blockchain of human health, where every single person in the world is the computer in the blockchain, and there's a contingency where that is the asset for the future, is human health, to be able to best outfit the best process for the global economy efficiency in the world, so that in essence there is no gluttony, there is no surplus, there is no overflow. It's directly pipelining charitable good, optimization of the global economy to directly pipeline into the best optimization of the well-being of all 8 billion human beings on the planet, to then therefore not have any waste and any loss of energy to be able to optimize the global economy, the global system, the global economy that connects all human beings, also known as the global philanthropy energy grid. Thanks, Ding Tech. Bye, peace, bye. Ding Tech Change for Game Studios. Bye, peace, bye.